Hey guys, this is Stephanie Fair, the Technology Facilitator at Butler High School, and this week's Tech Tip of the Week is about embedding apps into Canvas. So now the majority of you have a Canvas course, but at the same time you have a bag of tricks that you have previously used with your classes, and you'd like to learn how to integrate those tricks, such as Quizlet, into your Canvas course. So I'm going to show you how to do that and how you can get apps to work with you inside Canvas. So the first thing we're going to do is log into Canvas. Once you're in your Canvas course, select the course itself. In this case, I'm going to go into my sandbox. And I'm going to click Settings down in the bottom of the menu on the left. So this is our course details page where we can choose an image for our course. But if you go across the top tabs, you can also go to Apps. When you click Apps, you're going to get a list of external apps that are already working in Canvas itself. You can simply browse through all those apps, hover over any of them, and it will give you a brief description of each of them, or search for them or filter them by name. So in this case, I'm going to use Quizlet. So I'm going to type in Quizlet or scroll down to Quizlet. Once I click in Quizlet, Canvas tells me how the app will work. Once I add the app to Canvas, then I can embed any publicly available flashcard from Quizlet directly into my assignments in Canvas. Then the kids don't need to move off of my Canvas page in order to access my vocabulary that is in Quizlet. They can work on it within Canvas itself. So I simply click Add the app. Before going any further, I want to show you how Quizlet would look to a student if I embedded it directly into an assignment or page in Canvas. So I've already searched for the amendments. I've created a quiz review for my students, which I'm going to show you how to do in a minute, and I have my cards already ready. So now my students can simply click play right on my page itself and then look for the information about the amendments. I can also choose the different modes that are already embedded in my page. So I can switch it to matching. Do I know how to match the amendments together and study them? I can test myself. I can spell them. So what my students could do in Quizlet by itself, now I can have them do directly in Canvas for me without ever leaving Canvas, but using Quizlet at the same time. So as a teacher, I'm going to show you how to put that into your Canvas course. So after I've been in settings and enabled the app, added the app to my Canvas course, then when I go and create anything in my Canvas course, it's going to be in the toolbar now in my text box. So for example, I created this assignment called Quiz Review, and then I'm going to give the kids directions to play my Quizlet. I want to embed my Quizlet, which is right here in my text box. So to do that, I'm going to scroll across my text box to the little V here, which says More External Tools. When I click it, these are the apps that I've already built in to my Canvas course. So I'd simply go to Quizlet, and it's going to open up a box which allows me to search Quizlet for any of the criteria that I want to embed into my course. So I'm going to type, if I can spell, the amendments. And so I can find any of the quizzes that are already publicly available for that. And once I click it, so I'm going to pick a different one, it will let me preview the quiz. This is what it looks like. I can go through it to see what it looks like to make sure it's correct for me. If this is what I like, then I'm going to click the Embed button, which will add that Quizlet directly into my course. Now I'm going to cancel this right here because I've already done one. So it's going to look gray, just like if I was embedding a Google Slide or any other tool, until I come down and I hit save and publish the class or the assignment. Once I do that and then I come back and look at it, it's actually going to show in my preview what the quiz looks like, the Quizlet. And then if I was looking at it as a student, I could go in and manipulate the Quizlet itself. So the only requirements are that you have to add the tool in settings, or the app in settings, and then each app will tell you how it will work. So for example, you have a couple apps that are already added. Teachingbooks.net and the NC Lore resources are on your menu bar. So for each of these apps, it will tell you how to add it and then how to add it into your course itself. So take some time, enjoy. There's a bunch of apps out here that you might already be using with your class or that you'd like to add into your Canvas course to further extend your course more. Enjoy!